Okay, I have a feeling I don't really need to intro this video. You know the deal, you've seen videos like this on the channel before, because with every new Pokemon game, I love thinking about it. What is my team going to be? Hey Pokemon Masters, PokeAtmos here. Yeah, I mean, Legends Arceus is on the horizon, and unlike Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, we don't know every Pokemon that's gonna be in it, so I have to kind of like make some guesstimates with this one, and I fully expect that my actual team when I play the game will be different to the one that I'm selecting here, but every Pokemon that I'm gonna put in my main team of 6 Pokemon has a reason for being there. Though I will say, if Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl is anything to go by in terms of like the difficulty and the experience share, maybe going forward with these videos, I'm going to need to talk about more than 6 Pokemon and have a kind of backup roster, kind of like Ash in the Unova League where he's just got like loads of Pokemon, or Go in Pokemon Journey where he has all of the Pokemon, but then that would be a really long video. Maybe not that many. But for now, possibly for the last time with one of these, I'm going to take 6 Pokemon from the world of Pokemon Legends Arceus and just tell you what my team I think it's going to be based on what I've seen in trailers so far. Of course, I want to know what your team's going to be down in the comments down below, and of course, if you leave a comment, you're in with a chance of winning a copy of Legends Arceus, because I'm giving out 3 when the games come out, and it's a worldwide giveaway, so you could win. Right, let me know what your team's going to be in the comments, and let's roll the intro. Okay, so to do this, I have the list open on Serebii.net of every single Pokemon that we so far, based on all the trailers, know are going to be in Pokemon Legends Arceus. These are the ones that Serebii Joe has spotted. He's usually pretty good at kind of like scouring those trailers for any indication of any Pokemon and their evolution and putting them here on this list. And it looks like this list is pretty close to the Diamond and Pearl Pokedex / Platinum Pokedex, except with a few extras, including of course the new regional variants. I was gutted at first to see though that like Sharpedo wasn't on the list, which is a shame because I really wanted this Pokemon on my team for no other reason than it was going to help me segue into today's sponsor, Surfshark VPN. See what I did there? That was because it's a shark that knows surf. I suppose you could use Garchomp, the land shark Pokemon. Anyway, what is a Surfshark VPN, you might be asking? Well, as I've mentioned on this channel before, they are your Pokemon Sword and your Pokemon Shield, your armor, your defense when you are out there online. Maybe you're traveling somewhere by train or sitting having a cup of coffee when the latest trailer for Pokemon Legends Arceus drops, and you think, I've just got to connect to the Wi-Fi so that I can see what's going on. But you don't know how secure that connection is. Either that, or maybe with your connection at home, you're worried that your nosy neighbor has access to your Wi-Fi because they know that your password is password, which you should change, by the way. So what Surfshark VPN does is it routes your connection through another location. So when you're searching for things online, you're browsing, you're putting in your personal information, rather than going from the internet provider directly to yourself, first it routes it through a secure third location. And the great thing about this is this location could be another continent, it could be another country, which would provide you access to content only available in those countries. This can be incredibly frustrating when, say, the latest episode of Pokemon Journeys isn't available in the location that you live in. However, it is available in another location, and so you can route your connection through that location, and streaming services will now be able to show you those bits of content. And what's even better, if you click that link at the top of the description and use the code BIRDKEEPER as a thank you for using my code, Surfshark's going to give you 83% off and 3 months for absolutely free. So what are you waiting for? Click that link at the top of the description and use my code BIRDKEEPER, and thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. Right, now let's actually get on with the actual 6 Pokemon I want. Sorry Sharpedo, sorry Garchomp, for my team for Legends Arceus. And we'll start off where all teams start off, with the starter. But my choice this time is not Piplup, Chimchar, and Turtwig. No, instead it's Cyndaquil, Rowlet, and Oshawott. A really interesting combination from across regions, and I don't particularly have a heavy preference towards any one of these Pokemon. I am a bird keeper, so Rowlet could be good, and I'm filming this a little ahead of if there's any forms announced. So if a new regional form for Samurott is announced, then that could sway my decision. But for now, I'm gonna go with Cyndaquil. Why? One simple reason: flame quills. They look so good in the trailer, and I can't express what a big deal this is. The transition from 2D sprites to 3D models for the Cyndaquil line has not been good. Those flame spikes added a lot of personality and character, seeing them jitter up and down. It's a way of indicating exactly how Cyndaquil is feeling, and there's nothing quite like a Cyndaquil in the animated series when it's ready for a fight and it's like just flaming up its back, ready to go. It's part of Cyndaquil's character that was taken away, but now here in Legends Arceus, they've had to give it back. They've had to give it that attention, and I think the flame spikes look great, and I want to see that in the 3D space, so I want to go on an adventure with Cyndaquil at the front of my party. Again, I like to, with these videos, focus on things that are new, and so obviously part of that is going to be regional forms and regional variations, and there's a bunch of cool ones, but I personally don't think Hisui and Growlithe is any cuter than regular Growlithe, and both Voltorb and Basculegion are very close contenders. However, I think with Pokemon like Basculegion and Braviary and Weirdeer, because we know they're going to be part of the overworld and things that you like interact with the overworld with, I don't really want to add them to my team as well. They're kind of an extension of my team, and Voltorb's cute, but I don't know what Electrode looks like yet, as of filming this video, to give you some indication of how early it's been filmed. But I do have two absolute favorite regional variations that appear in Legends Arceus, starting with Kleavor. It not only seems to be the first kind of like mini boss of the game, I think it's great, but as an evolution to Scyther, I think I even prefer it to Sizzle, which is a lot to say because Sizzle's been around for a while and it's a very cool Pokemon. But Kleavor fits the aesthetic of the game of Legends Arceus so well. It's a rock bug type, and I think there's something really cool about like big bug Pokemon, Heracross, Glytopod, Vikavolt. I think they're all great, and this is amongst that list. If I wasn't a bird keeper, I'd be a bug catcher, and I'd catch this one every single time. I'd love to add Kleavor, the first mini boss of the game, to the team. But on top of that, the other regional variation that I think is the absolute best is the regional Zorua. I prefer it to regular Zorua. And then of course it's evolution Zoroark. The way these Pokemon were announced is absolutely fantastic and fits in the world of Pokemon theorizing so well. And I'll admit, when I first saw this regional Zoroark, I wasn't sold. I thought Zorua was really cute and a surefire for my team. Ghost normal, it's an interesting type, but Zoroark I wasn't sure about. And then the next day I was a bit more sure, and by day 3 I was like, actually, that's a really cool looking Pokemon. I like convinced myself to be really to like this Pokemon. I think it's fantastic, and you know, it's got the big hair thing going on, so I think me and Zoroark, we got a lot in common. Of course, it's got more wavy hair and I've got more curly hair, and that is where finally the Pokemon Tangler is going to end up on my team. See, I did that run through of Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee not that long ago, where you steal the gym leader's Pokemon, and Erica's Tangler was such an MVP member of the team, and I was really hopeful in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl I'd get to use a Tangler and evolve it into Tangrowth, except you don't get these Pokemon until the post game, which is so frustrating. So hopefully I can get a Tangler much sooner and evolve it into Tangrowth, an element I really like, one, because it was denied to me in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, so this is the other Sinnoh Hisui adventure where I get to give that a go, but also because of the way that Tangler evolves. It evolves via ancient power, and this is the ancient game. I think using fossil Pokemon, prehistoric Pokemon with ties to the ancient world, especially in this game, is thematically gonna feel great. So I really want to use Tangrowth in this game as well as the 4th member of my team. And actually, I hate to be lazy, but for the exact same reason, I really want to use Yanmega. I think Yanmega is so cool. Again, I know it's a second bug type, and now we've got 3 Pokemon on the team that are weak to fire. Look, Kleavor covers its own weakness, and to be honest, I don't really care. That's not why I construct teams the way that I construct them. I construct them because thematically they feel good and they feel right. It can be fun to have one glaring weakness in your team to make the game even a little bit more challenging. But a Yanmega is perfect for the ancient Pokemon world, for an adventure that takes place a couple hundred years ago. I really like this. So there we go. We got 5 Pokemon so far: Cyndaquil, Kleavor, Zoroark, Tangrowth, and Yanmega, though I am willing to change one of these out if something more exciting comes along. And then finally, number 6, the last Pokemon I want to put in this team for a very special reason, is Espeon. Why Espeon? What's that got to do with anything? Well, there's something very special about Espeon and Umbreon within the evolutions. I think the other evolutions do just feel like they are the type evolutions of Eevee, but these ones, even though of course they have their own unique type, there's also something more mystical about them. I think when they were released in Johto and the way that they were presented in media, whether especially like in the Pokemon card sets in Neo Discovery, and their proximity in the Pokedex to the unknown, and like them appearing appearing in the TCG on the ruins of Alph, it really feels like these Pokemon have ties to the ancient Pokemon world. Espeon itself, according to its own Pokedex entries, has the ability to sort of predict the future. I think thematically it really works for a Legends team, but also on top of that, it is my favorite evolution, and I haven't had a favorite evolution for a long time, but looking at recent Pokemon card art of some of the Pokemon cards that I've been collecting and getting in has made me just really fall in love with Espeon again. And there is a third and kind of final reason for all of that. Is that third reason or a second reason? There's another reason for all of that, which is Pokemon Legends Arceus feels like it's stepping in a similar direction to Pokemon Colosseum and Gale of Darkness. Something intended for a slightly more hardcore audience, a slightly older audience. And of course, your starters in those games are either Espeon and Umbreon, or an Eevee, which I would always evolve in Gale of Darkness, into an Espeon. And so this feels to me like a callback to that as well. So that's it. That's my team as it stands at the moment, but of course new trailers will come up and I'll actually play the game and different decisions will be made, I'm sure. The Cyndaquil line and whatever that evolves into. Kleavor and Zoroark as my new regional variations. As my ancient Pokemon, we have Tangrowth and Yanmega, and as a Pokemon that has a very special place in my heart, we have my favorite evolution, Espeon. But that, of course, is just my team for Legends Arceus, and you might want to go with something more Sinnoh-centric. I feel like because we just did a Sinnoh game, I'm happy to like break the mold and not touch Pokemon that come from the Sinnoh region, and Johto and Sinnoh are pretty closely related anyway, so there's 2 Johto Pokemon in there, that's fine. Of course, maybe you want a Gibble on your team, the Land Shark Pokemon, a Pokemon that evolves into Garchomp that can use Surf, and then you'll have your own Surfshark. And if you are interested in checking out the sponsor of today's video, Surfshark VPN, do use that link at the top of the description. Thank you to them for supporting this video, and use code BIRDKEEPER, get yourself 83% off and 3 months for absolutely free. Thank you all for watching, and of course, soar high, Pokemon Masters.
This is Ash Ketchum. You just watched a video by Birdkeeper Toby. That makes you a Pokemon Master.
Wow, a huge thank you to those of you who are supporting this channel, especially those of you on Patreon and the big patrons of this month, JD Gottlich, PokeBliss, Michael Hornschuch, and Jedruben. Thank you.